Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dreadlocks. I'm Gunther the Great, and today is episode 2, or another part of Beyond the Roots. And it's crazy to say that we finally did it. We got Jimmy Got Soul on the show today.
Hello.
And
how you doing?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Greetings. You guys already know. I'm joking. If you don't know, I'm Jimmy Got Soul. Go subscribe to my channel because it's gonna be cool to see stuff. So yeah. Nice for having me, Gunther.
All right, so I remember seeing your channel for the first time, and it was like, had to have been 2 or 3 years ago if you started back then.
Yeah.
And I just remember seeing like I would see the thumbnails all the time, and I'd never click on them because I do it all the time. No.
Yeah, no.
So I'd see him and be like, okay, she has cool dreads, and then one time I clicked on it, I was like, she's funny as heck, and then your whole style is just super dope.
Oh, thanks.
And it's just really cool to have you actually here today, because I remember I watched you and we were talking about it earlier off camera, but how you, when I first seen you, you were like maybe, I would probably even say like 1,000 subs or maybe something around there.
Yeah, literally.
Right now you're at a little over 40?
Yeah, like 43,000.
Dang, so that's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. It's super crazy. Like, clearly you already know that you're my role model. So I only started because of you. Like,
so you started your channel after my channel?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I probably started like 2 years after you.
Really? Wow, I didn't even know that.
Like 2 years after you. And I was watching you when I didn't even have Locs. So I was just like, this dude's cool. Like, and your edits are like freaking butter. Like, that means...
It's funny because I used to like throw in edits all the time, and I kind of chilled out on that.
Yeah,
I don't do it as much, but
it was hilarious. It was hilarious to me.
So like, so Beyond the Roots, basically, you've seen some of the episodes, but basically tying in, dreadlocks and how they tie into life, like with the principles, or how you started them and how you maintain them. There's a lot that goes into it with your life.
Yeah.
Even if you're not trying to apply it to your life or anything like that, there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
So like, I would say, because a lot of people, you've probably explained it on your channel, but how did you start your dreadlocks?
So I started, so first, I actually never wanted locks at all. I always was just like, it looks cool on some people, but I don't think I'll look good with them. But then that's when I stumbled across your channel, and I was just like, man, he makes it look so cool. And then your hair started growing and started looking even more cool, and I was just like, okay, now I'm in college, and I don't like to do my hair. So I just decided to get like locks, but it was like on like a whim. It wasn't like I planned it out or anything. It was just like, I'm bored, let me 2-strand twist my hair. And I remember getting in the pool that day, like the day I started my 2-strand twist, and I didn't feel like doing anything after that. So like, I went to class the next day, and then another day went on, I still have this in my head, and I'm just like, I mean, isn't this how you start locks? Like, I think Gunther said you can start locks like this. I'm gonna try it. So then, I guess just from that day, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, see how I like it. And
that's cool.
So 2-strand twist is how I started. 2-strand twist is...
So how was that process? Like, what would you say, because a lot of people always ask questions like, how was it like starting, and what would you say was the point to where it's like, all right, these are finally dreadlocks versus just like, starter locks or 2-strand twist?
So, man, like a lot of people are probably gonna bomb me for saying like the ugly phase. I know locks don't have an ugly phase, but like, I really didn't like the way I look at first with my 2-strand twist. Like, it's normal to say, like, you can say that. Yeah. But I didn't like the way I looked because it was just like, my hair was like probably like 2 inches because I cut my hair off. I was just doing a curly thing. And so when I did 2-strand twist, it was just like maybe this small, right there. And I probably got sand in my hair, but that's okay. But it was, they look all types of sizes. They were like, some were like curving, some were like doing its own thing over here, fat, skinny. It was just everywhere. So I would always wear hats. But then like, I would say it was like my 2nd month in, I kept washing my hair and it wouldn't come undone, so I was like, okay, I think it's locking. Every day you're probably just saying like, yo, I think my hair's locking, I think my hair's locking. I mean, some people are opposite, but with me, I was just like, it's not coming undone, so I think it's tangling together. So I would say like the 2nd month, it started actually doing something for me. Like,
I feel like that's very universal too, because for me, like, I don't know if I'm pretty sure, because like you like definitely watch our videos. Like I always see you in the comment section, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's like for me, when I first did my first set of locks, I didn't wash my hair for 2 months. So like it was super grungy. And like looking back, I'm like, I don't know why I did that.
No, for sure.
But it's cool to see how, like you said, 2 months, and I think that's really like kind of the initial locking stage to where it's like, you know, dedicate 2 months.
Exactly.
So like, don't give up on your dreads or, you know, anything like that until you hit that 2 month mark, or give it some time.
Yeah, because a lot of people like in my comment section are just saying like, yo, I started my dreadlocks yesterday and I'm done. And it's like, you gotta wait. You gotta like put time into it, because your hair's gonna naturally do it. Like if you don't do anything to it, it'll naturally just do what it does. So patience.
For sure, and it's different for like obviously every hair type.
Yeah.
But you know, like how I was saying, how dreads kind of tie into life. Like even if you're not even like, you know, there's people out there that believe that like they tie their dreadlocks into their religion or into their lifestyle and stuff like that. I did it for the style, and everyone has their different reasons. Yeah. But what would you say is like one thing that you got out of your dreadlocks? Because I know for me, like I got out like the number one thing I always say. I'll see if you can guess it. Like what's the number one thing I say?
It's definitely patience.
See, it's like
it's definitely
that's
patience.
the number one thing I got that I can apply to my life, and it works with everything.
Yeah.
So what's one thing for you? I mean, it even could be patience too. But like, what's one thing for you that you got out of your, you know, locking process?
I would definitely just say patience. Like it's huge. Patience is a huge thing, and you apply patience to like everyday things in your life, like stuff that you want to happen. Patience. Like everything is patience, and just for me, like doing my hair, and I'm not a patient person. Like I'm probably opposite from patient.
I don't think anybody's patient, honestly.
No, I don't think so. Because like if I want to do something, like I'll probably just do it. And if I want something to happen, I want it to happen like immediately. But then with my hair, I'm super glad that I didn't give up, because I would have. I would just be like, I don't have to do this. I'm done. But I don't know. I was patient enough to just wait, and now I actually like the way my hair looks. Like, so even if you don't like the way your hair looks, now you'll probably like it. How many years am I? 3 years later. No, I'm joking. But you probably just like it eventually. So yeah, just
for real,
be patient.
Like if you look at anybody's locks who's had them for over, you know, I would say even like 2 years, even 1 year. I think 1 year is like the full maturity to where it's like they're in there. Yeah. But because I had my dreads for 4 years, and then I combed them out. Yeah. But it's like I look back and like my dreads are really dope. Like when I look back at them, and it's not just saying like, oh, my hair was super cool, but I look back and I was like, man, that's cool. Yeah. So it's like that's part of the reason like inspired me to get back into the locking process, but not the same route. Yeah. And a lot of people were actually digging on me for, you know, trying the twisting with gel method. Yeah. And I wanted to try it out. I wanted to teach people some things and like really kind of put some backbone to what I'm actually saying versus like saying, this is how you can actually do it, and then not really showing them. Yeah. So, I mean, me mentioning that, like I don't even have my dreadlocks in anymore. Exactly, I just combed them out my second set. Yeah. And it was funny because me and Kennish was talking how she was watching your video about talking about my new starter locks, and then I walk out the bathroom after she watches the video, and then I'm combing them out. So it's pretty funny. Like,
that's
what
crazy.
was your thoughts?
Like, I didn't have a problem with you like even combing your like locks out. Like I was just like, dang, like he's so cool for even like being brave to do that. Like I want to do that to see my like natural hair at this state right now. But like I was just like watching it. I was just like, man, like your hair texture is really like pretty. It's really cool. And then so you started again with like a different method, and I was like, did it again. Like how many times can this dude do stuff? Like it was cool. Like they looked like they were like if you kept it in your hair, they were gonna be like thicker and like it was cool. Like the coils, they were dope. And then you told me that you were gonna like comb it out and then start all over with another method. And I'm just like, I mean, what can I say? Like you can do what you want to do. I admire all of it. Hey, so I think it's pretty cool, and it's another journey. You can say like, hey, I had dreadlocks before and I started with this method, and then I also did it again with this method. So you can actually say like, how like your experiences with those methods. So I
Right.
think it's cool.
And I think it just really comes from.
Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode with Jimmy Got Soul. There's more episodes coming out with her because we sat down for literally an hour filming this interview, and there's so much good content and so much that we talked about. So please stay tuned for the further episodes, but make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and these episodes are going to be coming out quick. I'm not going to keep you guys waiting, so stay tuned. But yeah, make sure to go subscribe to Jimmy Got Soul if you're not already, and don't forget to go check out greatlocks.com because everything we talked about in this video on how to get dreadlocks is going to be on that website on how to get them, as far as the products and the tutorials on how to do all this. But these videos are to encourage you guys during your locking process, or if you already have dreadlocks, just for entertainment. And it just means so much to me that you guys are supportive on this new series that I got going on. Beyond the Roots is going to be something huge, so I'm super glad that you guys are here now. But in that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.